£1,000,000, and more than that, I did. It's the only car I ever sold for a profit. And it's not hard to see why. It was and is absolutely marvellous. It has the looks of Vanessa Paradis and the heart and soul of Ted Nugent. Now this is the modern day equivalent of the CSL. It's called the 850 CSI, but its role in life is less clear cut. Certainly, it wasn't designed for the family man. This is hopeless. And it wasn't designed as a racing car either, because it weighs 2 tons. 4 with a German businessman on board. The original 850 was and is a mess. It's neither a sports car nor a Grand Tourer, and even BMW insiders will admit they got it wrong. Well, in the CSI version here, they've enlarged the V12 engine from 5 to 5.6 litres. It now churns out 380 brake horsepower. It sprints from 0 to 60 in 5.7 seconds, and top speed is a lot. They've also tinkered about with the aerodynamics and pumped some steroids into the steering and front suspension. The end result is a sort of wingless jet fighter. To make sure this 2-ton projectile stays on the road, BMW has fitted every single electronic bell and whistle known to man. It has AHK, EML, ASCT, ABS, SIPS, and of course SBASC. Now, I don't know what any of that lot means, but I know what they do, and what they do is they stop you crashing. In fact, if you're going to have an accident, you have to get past all those systems first, which means you need to be a computer programmer. Me? I'd rather just drive it. It may well be a 2-ton supercomputer on wheels, a sort of V12 Game Boy, but when you want to get going, it can be, and usually is, a lot of fun. The steering is delightfully accurate, and the brakes never have any problem at all, washing off unwanted speed. Setting off isn't a problem either. Look, put it in 4th gear, and it still pulls away. In fact, whatever the speed, whatever the gear, whatever the revs, when you press the throttle, this engine's immense torque lunges you toward the horizon like you just hit a hyperspace button. It is a very fast car.
Cold, cold heart, hard done by you.
Despite all this, though, it's fairly quiet and comfortable when you aren't in the mood for fun and games. It's no Jaguar, but with a Star Wars cockpit like that, you shouldn't really expect it to be. But that is a minor subjective flaw in what's a very, very good package. The extra power and the handling tweaks have transformed the old Slushmatic 850 into a proper sports car. This really is an iron fist in a velvet glove. The trouble is, that transformation doesn't come cheap. This car costs £77,500, which puts it on a level with the Ferrari 348, the Porsche 911 Turbo, and the Aston Martin DB7. I like the CSI very much indeed. It's an excellent first division player, but it's priced to take part in the Premier League, and as a result, I'm afraid, it's going to finish up with a bloody nose.
It's no sacrifice.